Hi there, my name is Casey Williams. I am a proactive accountant and the owner of the Casey Williams Company, which is an accounting firm, and we specialize in helping service-based businesses with their financial needs. So, do me a favor and go ahead and click on the like or subscribe so you know when new videos are available. Today, I'd like to talk to you about sales. Who doesn't like to talk about sales? Let me tell you, when I first started my business, that was probably the most scary part. I hated sales. I hated marketing, and it wasn't because I was afraid of it. Well, maybe a little bit, but more so because I didn't feel like I had a formal education that helped me to go out into the business world and be that entrepreneur with the knowledge and the know-how that I needed. I had taken classes on accounting, finance, business structure, all kinds of things. I'd even taken some marketing classes, but not for the entrepreneur. And I took classes probably 20 years ago. So things have changed a little bit in the way of how we market and who we market to and all of that since I took those classes. So I felt like I was a little bit behind the eight ball. So first of all, I want to talk to you about sales. Sales and marketing are not the same thing, okay? I just want to make that clear to you. Sales is what I'm going to talk about today, okay? So first of all, we want to set a realistic goal. So if you're making a consistent $2,000 a month, maybe your goal is $5,000 a month. Now, that's a pretty substantial increase when we're looking at year-over-year increases of numbers for sales. But if you have a plan, you can get there. So now I want you to take a moment and I want you to visualize, what does that look like? Okay, right now, you're at $2,000 a month. And so you know what your day-to-day activities are, and you know what your calendar looks like to be a $2,000 a month person, business owner. Now I want you to imagine what that looks like at $5,000 a month. Maybe you're going to increase some prices. Maybe you're going to bring on more clients. Maybe you're going to schedule more launches. Whatever it is that you're going to use to get to that $5,000 a month, I want you to think about that. Visualize it, internalize it, feel it. What does that feel like? Is it exhilarating? Is it scary? You have to be comfortable with that number. So maybe it's not $5,000 a month. Maybe it's $4,000 a month. Maybe you're just going to double. Maybe 5,000 really isn't what you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking more like 10. Whatever that number is, it has to be real to you. You have to be comfortable with that number. And so I know the first month that I did 3,000 a month, I was like, woohoo, that's exciting. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go for 10. Okay, well, 3 to 10 is a huge jump. So you have to be comfortable with the number and where you are in business in order to get to where you want to go. Because if you personally don't believe that you're really going to make that goal, you're really not going to make it. So now I want you to write out a plan. You need a daily action plan of what you're going to do every day in order to make that a reality. Your new goal, make it a reality. What are you going to do? Maybe you're going to increase your prices. Maybe you're going to do more launches. Maybe you're going to do more Facebook Lives. You're going to show up more on Instagram, show up on Pinterest, LinkedIn. Maybe you're going to do videos on YouTube. Whatever your plan is, you have to have some daily action that you're willing to take to make that a reality. Now, your next thing that you need to do is you need to put in some measurements. So how are you going to measure the progress? Are you looking at what you're doing every day as activity, or are you looking at it from the standpoint of you need to know this activity is producing results? Because if your activity is just activity to get it done, it's not going to get you where you want to go. So let's talk about maybe putting in some measurements that you're going to do a new Facebook Live every week. Okay, an additional Facebook Live every week compared to what you've already been doing. Okay, so maybe you need to have some sort of call to action on that Facebook Live. Maybe you need to create some sort of freebie that you can give away. So this is where the marketing part comes into the sales, because now you need to do some sort of marketing to produce the sales. So they're not the same thing, but they go hand in hand. And so what is it that you're going to do that's a measurable goal, measurable action that you can see you're actually making it toward that goal? Then you need to step it up. So whatever it is that you're doing, do more of that. So find out what works, and then you do more of that to get your results. Now, at some point, you're going to have to change it up a bit. So if you're running a $5,000 a month program right now, and you're doing it all one-on-one with your clients, at some point you're going to run out of one-on-one time that you can work with clients. So then you have to change it up a bit. So maybe you're going to introduce some group stuff. Maybe you're going to do a course that's a DIY course. Maybe you're going to do a group course. Whatever it is to get you to the next level, you have to strategically plan it out. Otherwise, you're just going to go status quo, and that's not what we want as business owners. So set your goal, visualize it, look at your calendar, see what that looks like, feel that goal, write out your plan. What are you going to do? What are your measurables? And then what are your daily actions that you're going to do to get to that goal? If you want to follow me more, you can follow me on Facebook at Casey L. Williams, or you can check out my website at CaseyLWilliams.com.